Welcome future millionaires, welcome back to another future millionaire audit. Let me introduce you to Nathan. Now, Nathan has no income, no investments, and he's losing $34,000 every month. He's unemployed, in debt, and his savings won't last forever. So the question is, can he turn this around before it is too late? This is Nathan's reality. He's 21, unemployed, in debt, and struggling to find stability. But what if I told you that he could completely turn his life around in just a few years, even months, with the right plan? This is the financial ticking time bomb that many young people face, especially males in their younger age. No job, increasing expenses, and limited savings. What if I told you that there is a way? Today we'll break down exactly how Nathan can escape this situation and build some wealth along the way. So let's get into it. Now on the chopping block for today, we have Nathan. He is 21 years old. He is unemployed. His income after taxes is $0 per month. Total expenses $34,000 per month. So his net income is basically minus $34,000 per month. He has savings of $10,000, the bright side. His investments are zero, and he has $17,000 in debt, which is an unsecured loan. And when I did the calculation, that means that his net worth, if we're going to do assets minus liabilities, is minus $17,000, because the $10,000 would be an asset and the debt would be a liability of $17,000, which is minus $7,000. Now for the income section, he says it's so minuscule that it's hard to track, and it is sporadic. So his income is all over the place. Whenever he gets something to do, he does it. That's why his income is recorded at zero. And his expenses, they include water, light, internet, JPS bill, $34,000. That's rough. If you're not making anything and it's like that, it's rough. And then you have the unsecured loan. This one is tricky. Nathan, he's in a tough spot because he's in debt, no income, but he still has $10,000 in savings, so that's a positive. Which means he has the fighting chance. But right now, the main priority isn't investing and it isn't saving. It's getting an income and stabilizing his cash flow. But how does he do that? Let's see if we can break it down. Now in previous videos, I would look on his financial spending and his habits and if he's investing or if he's saving. But this isn't the situation right now. The real fire that we really need to put out is that we need to find a job, a real job for Nathan. And as I said before, he isn't completely jobless. He does some freelancing, but the income is too small to track. As him said, it's minuscule. It makes no sense. It's like, sand on a beach. But he's stuck in a dangerous place where he's working but not making any real money. And the reality is, freelancing won't cut it right now. He needs a real job with a steady pay. And here's how Nathan can get started based on his goals and the situation that he is in. Best job option right now for him and for many young people in his age range, and especially males, is the call center jobs. And more specifically, the call center sales jobs. Because these jobs or these positions are entry level. They are stable and they are based on commission, meaning that he can increase his income by performing well or just putting his head to the table and working hard. Plus, he can learn the skills of sales, which can set him up for major high-paying roles in the future. Now, if you don't believe me, I have some friends that are in the banking industry and they do loans processing and a bunch of other things in the financial sector. Now, they see customers that come from the call centers a lot. And the man them always say, oh, Dimi, man in the call center can make money. They just have to work hard, because he's processing loans for people that are in the call center in sales jobs who are making $300,000 per month. They're pulling down $100,000 or $150,000 per fortnight. And he says on the low end, some are making $80,000 per fortnight, which is still $160,000 per month, which is still good. And then you have in the middle range, you have $150,000, and then I even got reports of some people making 200 to 250,000 per fortnight. So that's $400 to $500,000 per month. So if you really work and you get good at the job and you learn it, you can make some high income. And just to show you, I have my accounts still with CaribbeanJobs.com. That's a portal that you can go on to get job notifications based on the search terms that you put in. So I put in call center and sales. Now this job came in my email, inbound call center sales agent, and it says Portmore. Now this is from Centerfield, that's a call center. Inbound call center sales agent, Portmore. Centerfield is a company name, and it is a permanent full-time position. So it says, as a sales agent, you will be the principal point of contact between our business and its customers. Your duties will range from ensuring customers have the right products and services while maintaining good customer relations to pursuing new sales opportunity. Now your essential duties are: use a customer-focused consultative sales process to educate customers on what products or services will best fit their needs. Most of the times that information is provided to you as a salesperson and you're just basically regurgitating the script or getting your feet wet into what the script is really saying and then make it your own. So when I was doing my leadership certificate, there are generally 4 types of people, or there's a life cycle, 4 stages of the life cycle for an employee who is in a company. And the first person is the person that comes in and they are unconscious to the fact that they don't know anything. So they don't know that they don't know. That is when you just go into the sales position. You just get a script and you just run with it. Then you have the person who is conscious of their knowledge of not knowing. So they know that they don't know. So they're actually conscious now at this stage. So this is where you know the script, but you want to go further, but you don't have the information to go further. You don't have the skills to go further. So you know that you don't know. Then you have the person that is in the intermediate stage now, which they get good at the job, but they don't know how they got good at the job. So they're unconsciously good, or let's just say they're unconsciously good at this stage. So they're doing the job well now. So this is where you got the sales script, you made it your own without knowing that you have done that. And then when you're a master now is when you are conscious that you do know, and that is where you can become a leader. So don't let these job requirements scare you away from applying for the job, because you're going to say, I don't know, so I don't know these things, so I won't go. Trust me, they will take you and they will train you. You just have to have the charisma or the fortitude to go into these interviews and get the job, because you really need one right now, Nathan. Now, the second duty is that you should respond to inbound phone calls and sales inquiries in a timely, efficient, and professional manner. Easy. Everybody answers phone every day. You just have to be trainable, moldable. Third, maintain expert level knowledge on the features and business applications of the company's product line. This is where the script will come into play. They will show you what each product is, and you just have to memorize them and know them, or maybe you have the paper in front of you while you're on the calls. And fourth is performs other related duties as required. So whatever them ask of you, just do it. But you need a job right now. This is something you could look into. Certifications are minimum high school certificate and or hard certification or equivalent. You have finished high school according to your financial sheet that you sent out here, so you're good to go. It says minimum to 3 CXC subjects, including English. You just want to make sure that you can speak properly. You can watch a lot of YouTube videos on how to speak eloquently. You don't have to twang, you just have to be able to speak proper Jamaican English. Just like me, I can code switch when I'm ready. I can speak proper Jamaican English without the twanging, and then I can chat some pat whenever I'm ready. You just have to learn how to be versatile and be a good communicator, which takes effort and time and practice. Read some books and read them out aloud. This will help you to have a better grasp of the English language and be more proficient in the way that you can speak, like what I am doing right now. Sometimes I say prior experience in the call center industry would be an asset. That means it is not necessarily at the front of their minds, but it would help. And you could read the rest. I'm just going to post it up on the screen, but this is something that people could apply for. So sign up to Caribbean Jobs. They're not promoting this video. Our Centerfield is not also, but I'm just showing you what is out there. So let's get back to the video. Now, second is you could also get some retail or customer service jobs. So if the call center isn't available, he should look for supermarkets, retail stores, or front desk positions, just anything to build your professional experience. Third type of jobs, look for lawn cutting and landscaping. Like, given where Nathan lives, he could offer some lawn care services in his community. Right now, somebody is outside cutting a neighbor's lawn and they're going to charge $4,000 because in the community that I live, the lawns aren't complex. Not a lot of people have flowers because it's mostly rental units. So it's just no real manicuring or landscaping to do. You just have to cut the lawn with a whacker, some people say whipper, or just a lawnmower that you can see up and buy. So it's $4,000 per lawn. If you take 2 hours to cut one, you can maybe cut 4 in a day, and then that is $16,000. 4 16. Not easy money, but it's better money that you have coming in. So that's something that you could definitely look into at this stage. It's not easy money or pretty boy money. You have to work and get your foot solid because you need the income. This is the driving factor that I want to push in this video. You need the income, bro. Basically, anything that brings in money quickly, legally, you should be doing it right now. You should be applying. But based on everything on this list, I'm going to say why sales is the best career move for Nathan. And number one is that sales pays based on performance. So unlike the fixed income jobs, sales jobs rewards effort, meaning that he has the potential to increase his earnings fast. And second is that sales is a high demand skill because if he learns how to sell, he can transition into real estate or some high ticket sales or even entrepreneurship down the road. And third is that he has no dependence, so he has no excuse. He's young and he has no financial obligations. This is the perfect time to take the risk and push himself and grow if he really wants to own that taxi. He should start by even maybe working in the industry and driving for somebody else because that is one of his financial goals. He wants to own a taxi. Now let's talk about his debt and how he can clear the $17,000. He has $17,000 in an unsecured loan. I don't know why I take a loan without no income, but likely the loan is at 15%. And I think this is an emergency. So he needs a strategy to pay off the long-term debt. Now, Nathan's first goal, as we said, is to clear the debt ASAP. 2 realistic ways that he should get this done is pay it off using the savings that he has. Nathan has $10,000 in savings. So use the savings to eliminate more than half of his debt, which will reduce the financial stress and making future payments more manageable whenever he lands a job. Second is, I think he should just invest in himself. Instead of immediately paying off his debt, he could use that debt, buy a nice shirt, buy a nice pants, get a haircut, and apply for jobs. Because the faster that he can land a job, the easier it will be for him to clear the debt without depleting his savings. And third is, once he has a job, then he could just take out a piece of the paycheck and clear off the loan in quick time. So those are my steps for him to really clear the debt. Now let's move on to his financial goals and to see if he can really afford it. Nathan has 2 major goals. One is to find a job and one is to own a taxi. Now for goal number 1, the find a job part, he can. In this day and age, you definitely can. You don't need to find a steady income stream. The priority is to move from $0 to at least a livable wage. So if you target like a salary range of $50,000 to $80,000 per month for entry-level jobs, and I think that is very much possible. I'm gonna give you like 0 to 3 months to get this done. Now his second goal is to own a taxi, and I think this is very possible. If we're going to look at the price ranges of 1.5 million to 2.5 million, it's going to include a used car and the licensing for the taxi. He could get this done in 2 to 3 years if he really saves most of his paycheck, 40 to 50% of his paycheck towards owning that car or paying down for the deposit or paying for it in cash. He can really get this done. He just needs to develop structure and he really just needs to get the job. What he could do maybe in the meantime is apply for his license, maybe start drive for somebody and get used to the industry, maybe build your own clientele in the industry and then save up that way and buy your own car. Save up most of the pay that the owner of the taxi is going to give you and buy your own car and put it on the road and see maybe if the taxi business is a feasible road for you. Now, there's not much more to say here than For Nathan, what really motivates him to increase his finances, as he has here, is that eventually he wants to have a child and he wants a better life for them. So he needs the income. And his challenges right now that he's facing is the lack of a stable income. So you really can go out there and execute. I don't know what's holding you back, but you can really go out there and execute. I don't know if you're having any psychological troubles or any physical problems that's holding you back from getting a stable job, or maybe the fact that you are young and you're seeing your other peers just gallivanting and living life, but you're a man and you reach a stage now, you're 21, you have to take matters into your own hands and go out there and execute on your life, because it's a rough start for you so far. So you have to go out there and do what you can. Play your own race and play it good. Now let's give him a financial score. Now this is out of 25. Now his income stability, 1 out of 5, because he has no job. So he must secure some consistent income. Spending discipline, 1 out of 5 also, because I don't know how you have to pay expenses with no income. Maybe you live in a household and they demand things of you, but ask them for your break, no man. Debt management, 1 out of 5, because you shouldn't have debt without an income in my books. And the savings and investments, he has no investments, but he has a little savings, so 2 out of 5. And for the financial planning, another 2 out of 5, because he has goals, but he needs them to be structured. He needs to use the SMART acronym to set his goals. So that's a 7 out of 25, which is 28%. You have a lot of work to do, but you have age, so you can easily get there. So the steps to get there: get a stable job ASAP, eliminate that debt in 12 months, start saving 30% of your income towards a taxi business, invest in skills and training and certifications once you land that job, and within 3 years you can really own a taxi. Nathan, you are in survival mode, but with the right steps, you definitely could be making 150,000 Jamaican dollars per month within the next 3 years. You just need to get the drive, the determination, the vision, and know with this plan, it's time to go on to the next move. It is action time. If you want your finances to be audited, click the Future Millionaire Financial Audit down below to get your finances audited. Preference will be given to the people who fill out their form in entirety, and for people who would like to sit down and talk with me over Zoom so we can dig deeper into your finances. Preference will be given to those, so those people's audits will be presented on the channel. Get your budget in line by clicking on the link down below and signing up for every dollar.tech. Get a grasp of your financial life and see where your money is tiptoeing to. Learn to invest like a pro with Learn, Grow, Invest. They have their coaching and their consultation links down below, so click them up and get investing today. Like, share, and subscribe to these videos. And until next time, work hard, make money, and happy investing.